Okay, so we get a choice here. Do we want to do this Mad Lib of how to properly wear a face mask or a scam letter from Nigerian prince? Oh, I forgot. And I also want to note that we're going to try and like the words that we put down, let's try and make it so that we have some significance on like how this week has been going slash what you did. That's also part of it. Yeah, this one's a little bit longer. This one I took a look at. There's there's potential for this one. I think Josh will probably take it too far, so I'm leaning towards this one.
Okay.
Yeah, and I want to, let everyone know that this is recorded. I'm just going to repeat that one more time. Okay. Let's try this one. Are we okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go in a circle. So on my screen, it goes Mila, Jaden, Josh, and me.
Okay. The base form of a verb.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say read. Does that count? READ.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, for the first name, Bob.
Solid choice.
Last name Winningham.
Adjective. I'm gonna go with a simple one. Let's say colorful.
Adjective. I have no thoughts in my mind.
Anything cool happened to you this week that you can like describe with one adjective?
Why don't we say we're gonna say painful.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
No, it's not like that bad, but not really related that much to my week, but that's what I thought. Okay.
For yeah. So for an animal, dogs.
For noun, I'd say werewolf.
It's a pretty good one.
It has to be plural.
Werewolf.
Oh, there we go.
Let's see here. I kind of want to stick with this theme and do like I was gonna pick like moose because
Do it.
it's like a fun one, but I feel like it'd be funnier if I choose something that's not the same category. So I'm gonna go with sidewalk
Candy.
chalk sticks.
Sidewalk chalk sticks.
Hey, dude, we have like I think a box of 25 sidewalk chalk things, and there's probably 40 kids there, and like obviously not all of them play with it. Probably I'd say there's a solid 8 that play with sidewalk chalk. They use the whole freaking box every single day. Like we get them a fresh box every day. It's honestly insane.
Wow.
All right. First name.
Clayton.
What?
No, let's not do that one.
We can do Elsa.
It's a pretty good one.
Hey, there's an Elsa in my grade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's also go ahead.
No.
I said there's also an Elsa in Frozen and in this book, and I'm looking at this book, and that's why I said it.
Isn't Elsa like an evil character in the actual story or something?
I don't know.
Okay, so plural noun, extraterrestrials.
Right?
Is that my turn?
Yep.
Animal. Toads.
Solid. I'm gonna go with carrying here.
This is always the hardest one.
Dog.
This makes such a big impact on the storyline.
That's the issue.
Do peed.
Okay. Do it.
All right.
That's not
No.
No,
base.
no. It has to be in its base form.
It's a PEE.
Yeah.
Oh. All right.
Hmm. Apartments.
$21.
Whoops.
What just happened? Done.
No, I pressed the wrong button. Why did I?
Done. Where's done?
Oh. Oh no. I'm
Oh,
oh.
Do it
No.
off of memory. Do it off of memory. Come on.
All right. Well,
That was read.
read. I said read.
read
Bob.
Bob.
Winning.
Colorful.
Painful.
Painful.
Dogs.
Dogs.
Right.
Werewolves. Sidewalk.
Sidewalk
chocolate.
chocolate. Elsa.
Elsa.
Right?
Apartments.
No, that was no extra.
Oh, extra.
Oh, that was
Yeah,
yeah.
extra.
Extraterrestrials. Toads. Kyrian.
Green. P.
He.
Right, there
Apartment.
you go. There you go. So don't press this button.
No, just write it out. Like
What do you think?
type it out.
What's the number?
21.
That's fun too.
Yeah, numbers don't or letters don't work. All right. I need some help with this one. What's a fun adjective?
Smelly.
It's a pretty good one.
Unparalleled. Is this mine?
Yeah.
Unparalleled.
Is there another R here?
No.
Skunks.
Boxers.
All right. Let's see.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, stop sharing your screen and just read it to us.
All right.
Okay.
It's a confidential letter. Scam letter from Nigerian Prince. Dear sir, good day and compliments. This letter will definitely come to you as a huge surprise, but I implore you to take the time to read it carefully. Ooh, that was a perfect word. Read it carefully, as the decision you make will go off a long way to determine the future and continued existence of the entire members of my family. Please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Dr. Bob Winningham, the wife of the late head of state and commander-in-chief of the colorful forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, who died on the 8th of June, 1998. My ordeal started immediately after my husband's death on the morning of 8th June, 1998, and the subsequent takeover of the government by the painful dogs. The present Democratic government is determined to portray all the good work of my late husband in a bad light and have gone as far as confiscating all my late husband's werewolves and sidewalk chalk sticks. freezing our accounts both within and outside Nigeria. As I'm writing this letter to you, my son, Elsa Whittingham, is undergoing questioning with the government. All these measures taken by past, present government is just to gain international recognition. I and the entire family, or the entire members of my family, have been held incommunicado since the death of my husband. Hence, I seek your extraterrestrials to assist us in securing these funds. We're not allowed to see or discuss with toads. Few occasions I have tried traveling abroad through alternative means, all have failed. It is in view of this I have mandated Dr. Kurian, who has been assisting the family to run around so many issues, to act on behalf of the family concerning the substance of this letter. He has the full power of the attorney to P apartments with you. My late husband has had $21 specially preserved and well packed in snowy boxes, of which only my husband and I knew about. It is packed in such a way to forestall unparalleled skunks having access to it. It is this sum that I seek your assistance to get out of Nigeria as soon as possible before the present civilian government finds out about it and confiscate it, just like they have done with all our other boxes. I implore you to please give consideration to my predicament and help. Yours faithfully. And then at the very end, it's like, P.S. Please contact Dr. Kurian on this email for further briefing and modalities. It's pretty good.
Interesting. I didn't follow much of it, but
Yeah.
yes, it was
Yeah,
good.
It's a long one. The wear face mask one is pretty short. That one's pretty simple. It's just, it's kind of funny. Like you can go with you can go to a lot of creative places with parts of the body that a face mask should be on. All right, we're gonna jump right in. So I have one announcements to make. So I have two actually. So one of them is this weekend. So Deet has been he's been stuck in a different time zone and he can't make these meetings. But what works really well is on weekends, 8 a.m. that time works really well. So I was thinking, because so much of our stuff is like our weekly stuff has all been revising the courses. It might be really good to have just a course meeting to kind of, see what our complete takeaways are, kind of see what the road ahead is, and have a meeting about it. So Saturday or Sunday, 8 a.m., which one works better? / do they work?
I I honestly do not know yet, but I can let you know tomorrow. And I think they both should be okay.
I think Sunday. I'm not sure, but I'll also tell you tomorrow. To be
Okay.
sure.
And I assume, Josh, you're running the same schedule. We can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Oh,
Can you hear me now?
yeah.
Okay, yeah. I was talking the entire time. I guess you hear. Okay. I was saying, I think Monday or Sunday we're planning on leaving for the road trip. I think Monday now, but I think Sunday works better for us. Yeah.
Like better as in to leave or to do this meeting?
Do this meeting.
Okay. Cool. I'll forward that message to Aditya. The second announcement is we're probably going to try and pilot something early August. And so because it's such an awkward time, we're going to target like already existing summer programs that kids are in instead of reaching out to these schools. So that kind of adds another task to us, which is let's find out like what other summer programs are available to students right now and are still running. And then that way we can kind of contact them and see if we can take a day or two or the whole week, and just try out the curriculum. If that doesn't work and we get like no hits, we'll probably get like just one day to test it out. But if we get no hits at all, what we could do, and this is left up for discussion, is we could turn this into a like a school year. We take one day of each week / like 2 days of each week and break it down like that and do it over Zoom. What are we thinking about that?
I like that.
That might be interesting because then it's also not that big of a time commitment, I guess. If you only have to do it one day a week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it just changes up the game plan of how we're gonna structure like advertising and what people can gain from it, because you're gonna lose a lot of the sort of team building community, like learning about that whole community, because if you're not there repeatedly meeting these people, the entire vibe's probably going to change. So that just adds to or subtracts from what people can take away from the program. But yeah, it's just interesting to consider. So that is kind of what we are thinking about a little bit. So now we're gonna move on to some updates, and I'm gonna share this screen to help y'all remember like what we can update on, and you don't have to update only on this sort of stuff. But yeah, this is what we had planned for today to get done / work on. Does anybody want to go first on updates?
So I emailed a few schools. I'm still awaiting the responses. So yeah, I just used the list on the spreadsheet.
Sweet. Can you also mark down like just so that you can remember and it's just easy? Just like
Yeah.
highlight it and like make it green or something.
Oh, okay.
Like highlight the schools on the spreadsheet.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
So I edited my part of the curriculum, and I also started working with the GTIA on scheduling meetings with professionals to discuss what we currently have in our curriculum and if they have any tips on how to do a course like this. So I'm like putting together a list and like an email template right now. So
Sweet. I'm also kind of CC'd on some of those emails, but I've like really poor meeting times because of my volunteering during the day. So I kind of told everyone that as long as if it's 12 o'clock, I might be able to like noon, I might be able to slip out because that's when we have lunch and like join a Zoom call. But I'm for sure not going to be like able to be like a core person. I can just be an observer of how the conversation is flowing. I also looked at funding again. I wanted to start applying to them, and I was looking at them. And so here are my takeaways. The ones that we're able to apply to right now that are within our sort of reach, because some of them are just kind of crazy money values wise, and all it's just crazy to try and apply to them because we have nowhere to put those funds even if we got them. Those are kind of happening right now, but the more reasonable like 2,000 to 5,000 range of grant funding, those have not started yet because they're during the school year. So those ones I am kind of waiting for, but what I am working on is editing kind of our mission statement, value proposition, making sure that all of those details are pretty fleshed out and pretty concrete, so that when we do apply for those, it can be really helpful. And then I've found a couple rolling ones that I'm gonna kind of dive into a little further. And those ones are really interesting because I've noticed a lot of these funding opportunities are connected with programs along with that. So it's kind of like FFU where you apply to it and they help you kind of jumpstart your idea and they help you get connected with a couple of professionals who might not be experts in that field, but just kind of can help you with it. And then you kind of go through a curriculum, you're with a bunch of other startup founders who also are going through the same curriculum, and you're just in that type of environment. So a lot of those programs have that. And then obviously at the end, there's probably going to be some sort of competition, really small scale, and you'll be able to win like $2,000 to $5,000 doing so. So those are the ones that I'm looking into now. I met with one Hopkins professor, and she's a Center for Adolescent Health. She's the director for that. And that program deals with educating plus supporting the young people of Baltimore about like health issues and specifically just the healthcare sort of like lacks of healthcare in Baltimore. Like in Baltimore, there's really poor mental health resources that they can utilize. So what this director kind of works on is around that area. And I kind of told her about this whole idea, this curriculum that we're building, the whole spiel, and she brought up some interesting points. So my takeaways were that when we were talking about this course curriculum, I kind of told her this curriculum is probably just a like, hey, let's attract some attention so that next year we can launch like a healthcare course that deals with, let me present you a healthcare problem and then give you some tools and then you kind of come up with a solution. So that's kind of what we're working towards. And I told her we're currently working on a personal health course that works on these topics, asked her, what sort of topics that she thought could be helpful. And then the first thing she kind of pointed out is it's probably not good to reinvent the wheel with this sort of stuff, just because a bunch of schools have so many like really, really, really niche curriculums about personal health. Like basically we have sexual health, we have a little bit of like the social health side of things too. We had like a couple middle school health classes about nutrition. We basically have like pretty niche topics that are currently already being covered in schools. And there's a lot of money behind those too, of like either paying third parties or just investing in curriculums about that. So she said, it's a great idea to do this, but we probably have to make it a little like a really big defining part. And making it more interesting is good, but it's not enough. So we kind of have to probably think about just how can we make this even more special and not just a typical personal health course that you can find in schools. And then also like figure out if we can kind of like utilize what schools already have and incorporate it in, and also just make it unique as well. The other point that she brought up is it might be worth it to hold focus groups. So what that is basically just a group of people that are here to discuss a topic. So she said the easiest way to hold one would be contact the people we already have contacted beforehand and ask, hey, would you want to do a focus group discussion? So that idea sounds really difficult to pull off, right? Because our reach is like kind of small. But then I thought about it and it's like it's worth a try, because these people that we have contacted, they're not there to think. They're there to listen. And so if we can hold a focus group and like one of them shows up, that's a huge win, because now we can see how they think and we can see if they can think more about our idea and like help us improve it basically. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been thinking.
I think the focus group idea is cool. Then we might get like interesting feedback that we wouldn't have gotten with just regular meetings.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and like after it we've done it a couple times and we learn like how to actually do it, we can probably start using them as they're supposed to, and like getting parents, trying to get a diverse group of people to participate, um, and like really doing those because those can be so productive. Oh, the last thing, finding more coordinators. So I have put in a message onto one of my other Slack channels. And it just got quite a lot of people, but I doubt any of them actually utilize Slack because I don't even look at that Slack channel. So I have put an advertisement out there, but we can also brainstorm at some point, like what the best way to find some more coordinators is. Because Mila also brought up finding funding is way easier if we can have and achieve the 501c3 tax exempt status. So, getting more people helps us get more board members and just in turn helps us transfer ownership to like a mass of people rather than just a couple people. So, any ideas on just trying to find more people?
I mean, like, we have people that we can directly reach out to, I guess. Like, I have people that I can also message, like, on different Slack channels and stuff. But I'm not sure how to get it to like a broader audience.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not sure either, but something that we could look into after we grow a little more of a following is start using our social media channels too, and like look on Instagram, hey, we're doing blah blah blah, and we're looking for people, and that, I don't know, more transparency is just always better. So people could be just lurking around and just reading what we're doing, and then they might be like, oh, it's kind of interesting, the behind the scenes action too. Okay, those are my all my points that to cover. Do we have anything else? I know you two have to leave soon.
Yeah, no, I don't have. Can you hear me?
Hmm.
Okay. Oh yeah, I don't have anything to say right now.
What's our plan for the schedule editing stuff going forward?
So I don't know the complete plan, but August 1st is sort of the deadline. And so here are the things that we kind of, Aditi and I, thought about, and kind of just visualized. There's about, I think, 3 weeks. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there are 3 weeks left, and the third being like just a couple days. So he was thinking this next week is talking to a bunch of professors, or sorry, just teachers and professionals to get some more ideas and opinions. And then this week, the end of it, we wanted to have a full revised plan of this schedule. So that's this one week. And then we have our last full week until August. And that week is sort of, we're going to make all the teaching materials. So that one is really, really heavy. And then the final like couple days is when we kind of just sit down and teach it to ourselves. And that basically just covers of um, me and probably Mila just teaching it to anybody who's free that day and just trying to get through the activities, reading through all the teaching materials and utilizing it. And then while all that's going on, we also have to do the marketing side of things, which is contacting people and contacting after or summer programs, all of those students, and trying to get something set up for the beginning of August. Not just like August 1st, but like maybe August 6th, something like that. So that's sort of the two-step thing. And we were thinking about dividing up we basically have divided up. Like right now, Jaden and Jonathan are kind of the two people who have been reaching out to schools, or teachers and all of that. And then the rest of our team we kind of all have been contributing with revising. But we're probably gonna get just really like more into like building the teaching materials as well. So that's sort of the general plan. And then on Saturday or on Sunday or Saturday, we can kind of think about it a little bit more and also start revising it based on what the teachers say. So yeah.
Yeah. See ya.
So yeah.
Cool. That sounds good. Yay. That's all I think we have for today. So
Yeah. I wanna do one more thing, and that's just plan ahead a little bit.
oh yeah, right, I forgot.
So here's what we have from last week to do this week,
Okay.
which means I need to add based off of what I just said on also revising the curriculum based on feedback. I'll just write feedback. Okay, so for this, I know we talked about in a separate meeting on saying, hey, maybe we can start doing the Instagram posts.
Oh yeah.
And I also need to record. So I need to record my SD thing.
Okay.
And also, do you want to start the Instagram post too?
Yeah, I'll do that. I forgot. Sorry.
No problem. What about this?
Look into, what does the second point say?
Oh, Mooncrest.
Oh, okay.
Other lower income communities. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about of, hey, look into these summer programs. So that's kind of what that means. Look into summer programs.
I think for admin, we should contact professionals for the scheduling, the curriculum stuff.
Like help out with that.
Yeah, to the meetings that Aditya wanted to do. You know?
Okay. By the way, they I think a couple of them have already sent out emails.
Okay.
But yeah, more is definitely, we have a document. It's all on the Care for Them drive, but we have a document that has a bunch more professionals that we can contact.
Okay.
Yeah, a good way to divvy this up, what I'm thinking is I can look into this again. This probably only takes a day. And then this is like the big bulk of one. So should probably, I'm gonna fix up the doc, but when you go onto the drive and then click curriculum, there's gonna be a Google Sheets that says like contact these people. That's gonna be the document for schools and also these summer programs. So I'll put in whatever I can find, and then we can definitely start contacting them. Hopefully, yeah.
That's cool.
All right, and then for this day, plan it out for this week. Probably create teaching materials. Ooh, I'm also thinking because we have a waiting time right now, the first step is probably compile all of our revisions. That's probably the first step, honestly. Compile all of our revisions to make something. Um, and then we might be able to start creating teaching materials like now for this week.
For the 729 week or for 722?
722 for this week.
That'd be interesting. Yeah. I
Yeah,
think we should look into that.
we've had a bunch of people working on it already. And I think that's been working well. Like everybody got in their revisions. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Uh,
that's actually super nice to see. I'm gonna make up another blog post about like, I don't know, cool stuff, heavy stuff, a lot of writing about just I don't know how cool it is that we're all kind of working on this.
yeah.
Create teaching material.
So yeah, we can maybe look at like the first couple of days or something and see what we're gonna have to do.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna compile it, maybe even fix up some areas because I know at the beginning there were a lot of like white space, so a lot of working times that we probably don't really need.
Mhm.
For this day, apply plus email. That's probably going to be every week. Um, research. Oh, forgot to mention this, but I'm also going to look into like current health courses and just like take a look. Like I have a whole bunch of tabs opened up and saved. I have not read them yet, but that is my next step.
That's great. I like that. Like the syllabus and stuff.
Syllabus, and there's actually a lot of like curriculums that are free too. So I'm gonna like just read over it and see what activities they're doing.
Okay.
Um, okay. All right. Good to go.